Why, hi there, I'm Ron Zucka, and Retro Sports Network presents Pro Football 78. You know what? We've reached the halfway point of the regular season this week. We got two games for you. The one today, Philadelphia at Dallas, and on Thursday, we'll have Cleveland at Kansas City because they have the two best records in the AFC. Dallas comes into the 7-0. Philadelphia is 4-3. They are actually Philadelphia's record matches their real life record. Dallas has played two games better in this replay than they have in real life. They were 5-2 coming into this, and they are 7-0 today. So the win will be a factor. This is a rare 2 o'clock Eastern start in real life in Week 8. Imagine that. Imagine the Cowboys getting shuffled off to the regional 2 p.m. slot. That didn't happen very often. I don't think it happened again after 78. Dallas, of course, being a central time zone team. But that's what happened in that era. So it is 65 degrees. This game was played the 29th of October, 1978. I didn't watch. You know why? My mother got remarried the day before, believe it or not. And so I was much more involved in that. Okay, the weather is 65 degrees, as I said, and clear. So the sun is poking through that giant hole in the roof. But the wind is a huge factor. The Eagles have won the toss, and the Cowboys have chosen to win. The wind is at 20 to 30 miles an hour. And it's going to blow in those first and third quarters from left to right. So that's where the Eagles are. They're in their dark green jerseys with the stripes on the shoulder with the matching green helmet and silver wings. The Cowboys, of course, are wearing white with the silver helmets and the blue numbers. So, Rafael Septien is about ready to go. The Cowboys, by the computer's consideration, is an 11-point favorite. In real life, it was an 8-point favorite for the Cowboys. They didn't cover. So let's see. The Cowboys are the last undefeated team in the National Football League. It's Tuesday afternoon. Let's get this started. Septien gets a boot on it. And Campfield is back to return from his own 4, 10, 15, 20. Got a seam 30, 34-yard line before Hughes makes a tackle. So a good return by the Eagles to start this one out. Ron Jaworski is your quarterback for the Eagles. In the backfield, he's joined by Wilbert Montgomery and Mike Hogan, who had a big game against the Redskins last week. Harold Carmichael, the all-world receiver, is up top. Keith Krepfle is your tight end. And Kenny Payne is your near side wide receiver. Montgomery will go sweep left on the first play from scrimmage. And he gets across the 35 to the 40. He's going to get close to a first down. He does know he's short by half a yard. Bob Bruning with a tackle. It's a gain of 10. And that's how this one starts. 2nd and inches for the Eagles from their own 44. Hogan on a trap to the right on 2nd down, but it's a botched play. Jaworski takes it himself and is short. So Keith Krepfle makes the bad block. Jethro Pugh makes the tackle, and he got it. He did get it. He only needed a couple inches, and so it's a fresh set of downs for the Eagles. That line from left to right. Stan Walters at left tackle. Woody Peoples at left guard. Guy Morris at center. Wade Key at right guard. Jerry Sizemore at right tackle. Montgomery on a sweep to the far side on 1st and 10. And that was read all the way by Too Tall Jones. They blitzed, they keyed Montgomery, and they knocked him down after a loss of 4. So 2nd and 14 for the Eagles from their own 40. Let's meet the Doomsday defense. From left to right. They play a 4-3. Harvey Martin on the left defensive end. Randy White, the all-world defensive tackle. Jethro Pugh is the other defensive tackle. He's coming off an injury. And Too Tall Jones is the right defensive end. The linebackers, Thomas Henderson on the right outside. Bob Bruning plays the middle. And D.D. Lewis plays the left side. Your left corner is Dennis Thurman. Your right corner is Aaron Kyle. Charlie Waters is your strong safety. And Cliff Harris is your free safety. So 2nd and 14. Carmichael on a medium cross. First throw of the day for Jaworski. He dumps it down to Montgomery, who gets it across the 45-yard line before Henderson makes a tackle. So it'll be 3rd and 10. He does not break the 45. They spot it at the 44. So 3rd and long for the Eagles. Dallas, after giving up that first down, got off the pass, but there was nothing there. Krepfle on a medium hitch. Jaworski flush. He goes to the right. He throws across. Incomplete. It was intended for Hogan, and Henderson makes the tackle or makes the deflection, and D.D. Lewis got the hurry. So all the way around, that was a good play for the Cowboy defense. And the Eagles, with 11:57 to go in the first quarter, are forced to punt. Mike Michael stands at his own 30, and Dallas will return this from inside their own 15. Excuse me. From their 12 to the 20. It'll be Billy Butch Johnson on the return. He gets 7. So they'll spot it at the Dallas 18. And it's a 45-yard punt, and the Cowboys take over from there. 11:52 to go in the opening quarter. You know Roger Staubach's the quarterback. Tony Dorsett is the primary running back. Robert Newhouse is the fullback. Far side receiver is Drew Pearson. Tight end is Billy Joe Dupree. And Tony Hill is the primary receiver on the near side. 1st and 10. Trap left the door set from the 18-yard line. They gets it to the 20-yard line before Berge makes a tackle at the 22. It's a gain of 4. 2nd and 6 for Dallas. Their first possession of the ball game. Newhouse on a sweep to the right. Goes to the far side, gets a block, doesn't quite get the first down. Oh, it does. It's a gain of 6, and it's a first down. Rayfield Wright, the right tackle, with the big block, and Reggie Wilkes makes the stop, and so Dallas will have it 1st and 10 from their own 28. Let's meet that Cowboy line. And it's a dandy one, left to right. Pat Donovan at left tackle. Herbert Scott at left guard. John Fitzgerald is your center. Tom Rafferty is your right guard. And Rayfield Wright, who just made that big old block. Maybe the worst of them. He's a vet, but he still got it. 1st and 10 from the 28. Dorsett sweep to the near side. And he gets across the 30, 35-yard line. He's going to get close to a first down. He does have a first down. So Pat Donovan, the left guard, makes this big old block, and Carl Harrison finally knocked down Dorsett. So another first down on the ground for Dallas. And they'll spot it at their own 38. We'll introduce the Eagles defense after the next play. Drew Pearson on a medium hitch, but Philly blitzes, and it's a screen down to Dorsett. Staubach is rushed. Dorsett has it at the 32, gets across the 40, 45, first down in midfield. So Bill Berge missed the tackle. Franklin Master does make it, but not before Dorsett scrambles for 13 yards. So 1st and 10 for the Cowboys, this time on the Eagles side of the 50-yard line. They'll spot it at the 49. The Eagles play a 3-4. And from left to right, Dennis Harrison at defensive end. Charlie Johnson is the tackle. And Carl Harrison, who you've already seen, is the right defensive end. The linebackers. Reggie Wilkes. Frank Lemaster plays on the left side inside. Bill Berge, your right inside linebacker. And Ray Phillips is your right outside linebacker. Bob Howard, the left corner. Herman Edwards, who's made some huge plays on this lunchtime replay for the Eagles, is your right corner. Randy Logan is your strong safety. And John Sanders is your free safety. Newhouse, a swoop to the far side on 1st and 10. And he's got room. He gets it to the 45-yard line, 44-yard line before Ray Phillips makes the stop. So 2nd and 5 for Dallas from the Philadelphia 44. Their first possession, driving hard. Dorsett on the fullback dive, and he gets a first down and more. He gets it to the 35-yard line before Herman Edwards makes the tackle. Robert Newhouse, the fullback, is the one that gets credit for the block. So Dallas's offensive line and backfield is doing the job. 5 carries for 34 yards on this first drive. Drew Pearson on a medium slant on 1st and 10. Staubach looks, he fires down to Pearson, who's got a first down at 20. 15, 10, 5, and that's 6. So it's a touchdown pass, a 35-yard touchdown pass from Staubach to Drew Pearson. The Eagles played for the tight run. They were expecting Dorsett to get it. He didn't. 7 plays, 82 yards. And here's the extra point from Septien. It is good. And so with 7
grabbing the face mask. Defense. 15-yard penalty.
And so the Cowboys will kick off from the 50. How about that? So Dallas will kick off from the 50 from that. So 7:15 first quarter. Dallas 7, Philadelphia nothing. Into the win, this might actually get returned. No, it's a touchback all the way. So second possession for the Eagles. Dallas leading 7-0. 1st and 10, a medium hitch to Payne from Jaworski is the call. He checks it down. Payne has it for a first down. He runs to the 35-yard line before Dennis Herman makes the stop. They'll spot it at the 34. So a good call there. 1st and 10. From their own 34, Jaworski now 2 for 3 for 18 yards. Montgomery on a trap to the right. Dallas in the backfield in a hurry, but Montgomery gets away a little bit. And Thurman will make the tackle after a gain of 3. So 2nd and 7 from the 37 this time. Clock running under 6 minutes to go first quarter. Hogan on the fullback dive. And he moves the line a bit for 2. D.D. Lewis with the tackle. It is 3rd and 5 for Philadelphia from their own 39. Prepfully on a short slant. Jaworski to throw it. He does, and it's incomplete. They doubled Payne. The Cowboys doubled Payne, but couldn't do anything with it. And so the Eagles are forced to punt again. 5:03 to go. First quarter, 7-0 Dallas. And Michelle stands at his 24. Dallas will return this from their own 20. 25, 30, and no, not quite to the 30. Tatalo was the one that makes the tackle. It's an 8-yard return from Tony Hill. They'll spot it at the Dallas 27 with 4:59 to go in the first quarter. Dallas football, they lead the Eagles 7-0. So it's Dorsett and Newhouse, Hill and Pearson. And Billy Joe Dupree, 7-0 Dallas on the big touchdown pass from Staubach to Pearson just a couple minutes ago. Dorsett trap right. Gets a block, but not much more than that. They stop him after a gain of 2. Philadelphia watched for him all the way, and it'll be 2nd and 8. So go to Dorsett again. This time a pitch to the right, and let's see what Tony can get. Across the 30. Not much, a gain of 4. Delayed blitz for the Eagles, and Reggie Wilkes is the one that made the stop. So 3rd and 4 for Dallas from their own 33. Billy Joe Dupree on a short cross is the call. Staubach, quick throw. Dupree has it across the 40-yard line at the first down. Logan with a tackle. Randy Logan makes the stop, and they spot it at the Dallas 44, 1st and 10. So Staubach with a good opening quarter so far, 3 for 3 for 59 yards. Newhouse, trap left. And he gets across the 45, but is stopped short of midfield. Carl Harrison makes a tackle at the 49. Clock running, about 2 minutes to go in the first quarter. 2nd and 5 for Dallas. Dorsett on a pitch to the far side, pardon me. And Philadelphia read that one all the way. Reggie Wilkes gets credit for the tackle, but it really was a 3-man effort. And it'll be 3rd and 5 for Dallas. They go 3 wide. Preston Pearson comes in the backfield, and Johnson is the 3rd receiver. Pearson in the short flat is the call. Staubach has time, but does not have Pearson. A 3-step drop and a throw, and it's incomplete, so Dallas will have to punt. 1:24 to go in the first quarter. Dallas 7, Philadelphia nothing. And so Danny White, Chiara, is back to return this. This will be a short punt with the wind. And White got a lot of it, but it's just into that wind. Fielded and fair caught at the 18-yard line. So a good hang time on the punt, but Philadelphia starts this drive from their own 18. A minute 18 to go in the first quarter. 7-0 Dallas. Montgomery on a pitch to the near side on 1st and 10. And Dallas just sniffed that one out immediately. D.D. Lewis. They actually had the Cowboys in the wrong defense. Dallas was playing for a pass, but Montgomery must have slipped on a cut, and it's 2nd and 14 from their own 14. Eagles going left to right. They have the win, but not for much longer. Hogan on a short pass in the flat. And he's got it at the 11. He's got some room to the 20, 25. First down and knocked down by Lewis after a gain of 15. So it's at the 29-yard line. The Cowboys blitz 3, and it was the right call. And that'll be it after 1. It's the Cowboys 7, the Eagles nothing. So Philadelphia now goes into the win. Dallas will have it. Philly's still working left or right. Remember, we don't change ends in this game. But it's going to be tougher now to throw it. Even though Staubach went 3 for 4 in the first quarter. Jaworski went 3 for 5. Montgomery on a pitch to the far side on 1st and 10. And he gets across the 30 before Jones makes the tackle at the 31. So Montgomery has 5 carries for 7 yards. And it'll be 2nd and 8 for the Eagles from their own 31. Payne on a medium slant. Dallas will blitz. Jaworski looks, He throws it to Payne. First down and more. Midfield, 45, 43-yard line for Dallas. It's a gain of 25. Dennis Thurman missed the tackle after the catch, and Payne ran it for 25 yards all told. So they'll spot it at the Dallas 44. First and 10. The Eagles driving. First time they're in Dallas territory this afternoon. Hogan trapped to the left. There's a flag down. It gets to the 41 before Bruning makes a tackle.
Encroachment defense.
But it's a
Number
freebie play.
75, 5-yard penalty.
Jethro Pugh makes contact, and it'll be first and 5 for the Eagles from the Dallas 39. Carmichael on a long slant. They're going to try to gamble here. Jaworski is flushed. Jaworski is sacked by Jethro Pugh. So he made this penalty a moment ago and then makes a 9-yard sack on Jaws. And it'll be second and 14 from the Dallas 48. Blocking was not that great for Philadelphia. Sweep to the left for Montgomery is the call on second and long. Gets to the 45, tries to cut towards the sideline, but Guy Brown makes the tackle after a gain of 4. So third and long for the Eagles. And Charlie Smith comes in as the third receiver. He's up on the top right or left far side of your screen. And Jaworski will try a medium slant. Dallas rushing. Smith has it. It's a first down. Dennis Thurman makes a tackle at the 31-yard line. So the veteran Charlie Smith came in and made the right read and buys the Eagles a fresh set of downs. They'll spot it from the Dallas 31. Montgomery off tackle left. They stay with 3 wide receivers in there. Montgomery gets a little bit of a block. Gets a gain of 3.
Holding offense. Number 62.
But the center Morris makes the block or gets called for the hold. And it'll be first and 20 for the Eagles. Hogan back in. Montgomery 7 carries for 6 carries. They won't count that. Hogan on a draw at first and 20. And he gets across the 40. That's the right call. 35. Henderson with a tackle after a gain of 8. Spot that at the 33. And it'll be second and 12 for Philadelphia from the Dallas 33. Good run there. And it makes it a little easier to make a play call. Hogan on a short flat. Jaworski has time, has Hogan at the 35 to the 30. There's a flag down. Lewis with the tackle after a gain of 6.
Holding offense. Number 76, 10-yard penalty.
But the right tackle, Sizemore, with the hold, and so it's second and 22. That's the third Eagles penalty. They have 35 yards attached to that. The Cowboys have 1 for 5. Montgomery on the screen on second and very long. And Montgomery has it at the 42 or the 47, and he loses 3 yards. They couldn't get out of the backfield with it. Not Wilbur Montgomery's day. Thomas Henderson with a tackle. The Cowboys had the right defense, and they doubled Harold Carmichael. So on third and 25, I think this is kind of a catch can. Try a medium fly to Carmichael. 3 wide receivers. Dallas blitzing all the way. Jaworski gets away from 1, but then White takes him down after a loss of 6. So Randy White with a sack, and they drive the Eagles right out of Cowboy territory on that one. So the Doomsday defense doing its job. And Michael will stand from his own 33. This will into the wind. This is going to be a very short punt. Dallas, I imagine, will try to return this. And then they'll get at the 20-yard line. And that's actually a good return. 30, 31-yard line. Hello, ID Jester. Glad to have you with me. All is indeed well, and enjoy while you can. Dallas got a 35-yard touchdown pass from Staubach to Drew Pearson, and that's been the only scoring here. A windy afternoon in Dallas, 65 degrees and winds between 20 and 30. And if the Cowboys win, they'll finish the first half undefeated. They'll be 8-0. They have the win here in this quarter. And they're going to do a medium slant to Tony Hill on first down. Staubach has time. He's got Hill at the Dallas 45, but that's it. Herman Edwards with an immediate tackle. And it'll be 1st and 10 for the boys at the 46. Tony's first catch. We're set on a pitch to the near side. And he's got some room across midfield. Frank LeMaster with a tackle after a gain of 8, 2nd and 2. And so Dallas 10 carries, 53 yards in the first quarter and a half. Robert Newhouse on a trap to the right. He is going to be short, I believe. Nope, they gave it to him. They measure, and it's a first down. So Newhouse, 4 carries, 18 yards. Reggie Wilkes makes the tackle. And so from the Philadelphia 47, the Cowboys have a fresh set of downs. Flag down.
False start.
Oh,
Offense.
someone moved.
Number 68. 5-yard penalty. Repeat first down.
The left guard, Scott. And so Mr. Landry is not a happy camper. They'll keep it inside Philadelphia territory. 1st and 15. They're set off tackle left. And he gets to the 45 before LeMaster makes the tackle. That's Frank's third. 8 carries for Dorsett for 41 yards in the first quarter and a half. 2nd and 11. I was just thinking that. ID Jester, football analyst, says screen pass to Dorsett. Okay, we'll try it. Staubach back. He finds Dorsett at midfield. He's got some room. He gets to the 40. He gets a first down. He got a gain of 12. Good call there, Mr. Jester. That's a gain of 12. And so they'll spot it at the Eagles' 33-yard line. 1st and 10. Staubach now 5 of 6 for 87 yards. Newhouse off tackle right. And he gets it to the 30-yard line before Harrison makes the tackle after a gain of 4. So Denny Harrison gets his second stop of the afternoon. And Dallas, with this hurricane or gale force behind him, is already in good shape for Septien if they can't get the first down. Dorsett off tackle left to the 30 to the 25. Bill Berkey with a tackle. It's 3rd and 1 after a 5-yard gain. 2 tight end set. Staubach says, call my own number. He's short. LeMaster makes a tackle, and the 2 tight end set doesn't work. So they're going to go for the field goal here. It'll be from 40 yards on 4th and inches. Septien, with this wind, is an 81% chance of making this. Fitzgerald, the holder, snapper. Danny White, the holder. Septien's kick is up. It is drifting left, but it will be good. Well, I say it's dead center. So with 2:36 to go in the first half, quick game. It's Dallas 10, Philadelphia nothing. And the kick is away by Septien, and I doubt that gets returned. No, taking it to 5, 20. Giamona, one of the short upmen, takes it at the 4 and gets to the 29-yard line after return of 25. So don't forget Dungeons and Dragons at ID Jester's channel Thursday night at 8. And check out that action as we've reached the village and reached the conclusion or the climactic 1 or 2 Thursday finale of our little group. That's Thursday night at 8 on ID Jester's channel. Here, there's 2.5 to go in the first half. And we're still looking for a player. So if you're interested and want to play a one-off of a Dungeons & Dragons character or a two-off, ID Jester is who you want to go. If you check out his channel, he's got the ad there for you and the best ways to contact him. So our World Series pre-play will continue Friday at lunch. We'll play games 3 and 4. All right, so 1st and 10 for the Eagles from their own 29. Carmichael on a medium slant. Jaworski is pressured. Carmichael makes the catch at the 40. He gets to midfield. He gets it to the 45, 46-yard line before Cliff Harris makes the stop. They're going to go hurry up. They want that play before the 2-minute warning, although they have 3 timeouts. Montgomery on a pitch to the near side, 45-40. He's got a first down. He gets it to the 35-yard line before D.D. Lewis makes the tackle. And with 1:53 to go, we've reached the 2-minute warning. Wow, in a half hour I've done this. Philadelphia 1st and 10 from the Dallas 35. And I'm going to take a drink of my nice ice-cold Diet Snapple Lemon. So the run was a right play there. The Cowboys went basic, and it didn't work. Yeah. Well, you have a lot of runs. We've had 25 rushes and 15 passes in the first half. Not a lot of scoring and not a lot of penalties. And so for those of you who normally come in at 12:30 or 1 o'clock, shame on you. You've missed the entire first half. And I haven't had any screw-ups so far, which also helps. 3 wide for the Eagles. Krepley on a short slant. Dallas really brings in the kitchen sink. And it was a short drop, but they hurried Jaworski. It won't be counted as a hurry. But 2nd and 10 as a 3-step drop, and Krepley wasn't there. That would have been a first down with ease. A screen to Montgomery. And Jaworski gets that one off at the 40. He gets to the 35, the line of scrimmage, 30. Henderson with the tackle after a gain of 6. Clock running, and so they'll go with a hurry up here. Carmichael on a medium hitch from the Dallas 29. He throws, and that was almost picked off. So Jaworski and Carmichael were not on the same page. In fact, that's only the 5th incomplete pass by both teams. Unfortunately, it's 4th and 4. Excuse me. So you really can't punt from here. So Jaworski's going to do the quick kick. And so Jaworski, he's going to run for it, and he's got it. It's the same thing that Brian Sipe did a couple weeks ago. He won't get the kickoff, but he runs and gets the first down. How about that? So 1:08 to go. And now the Eagles will call timeout. They trail 10-0. And it would be a 40-yarder from here, but the chances would be pretty slim, 25%. So a short cross to Krepley is the call, Krepley. And he throws, and Harris gets a hand on it and picks it off for Dallas. At the 13-yard line, that's Cliff Harris's first interception of the year. And the drive is stalled right there. And so with 59 seconds left, Dallas has it at their own 17. And as I said earlier, Dallas will be undefeated if they win this game and 2 games above their real life performance. And they would actually now hold a 4-game lead in the NFC East. And I'll tell you why. The Eagles kind of break with my screw up of playing half of Week 8 before Week 7 was finished, and the Redskins were upset by the Giants. So the Eagles have a chance, if with a win, to go 5-3 and really have some good ground in the wild card race. But a Cowboy win today with 8 weeks to go gives them a 4-game lead. 1st and 10 for Dallas, last minute of the first half. Dupree on a medium cross. Staubach throws. Dupree has it for a first down at the 30. He gets to the 35, 40 before Logan makes a tackle for a gain of 24. And Dallas will call timeout. Last week, Staubach threw for 200 yards against St. Louis. So 47 seconds left. 2 timeouts. Spot the ball at the 40. Dallas has a 25-mile-an-hour tailwind. And so if they can get this into Philadelphia territory, you got a good chance to see Septien do something. Butch Johnson, the 3rd receiver, on a medium hitch. Staubach has time, and it's incomplete. Howard hung all over him, but it was not called interference. So he made up the defense because Johnson was open there momentarily and just couldn't do anything with it. So 40 seconds left. 2nd and 10 from the Dallas 41. Pearson, short pass in the flat. Staubach is going to be blindsided by Denny Harrison. He never saw him coming. Usually Staubach has a very good sense of when the rush is coming, and Denny Harrison couldn't strip him, but he makes the sack, so it'll be 3rd and long. 3rd and 15 from the Dallas 36. And so Tony Hill on a long slant, and the Eagles are in there in a hurry. It's dumped down to Preston Pearson, who gets it down to the 42-yard line. The Eagles call timeout on 4th and 9 from the Dallas 42. So Dallas, with a win, will punt. Dallas gets the ball to start the second half. So Danny White, with this wind, should get a 50-yard punt. And the Eagles will let it roll. Good punt by White. Headed towards that sideline. It will not roll in the end zone, but it rolls dead at the 8-yard line. A 50-yard punt, 20 seconds left. And Jaworski says it's halftime. Runs the draw, does not turn it over, and at the end of the second quarter, Dallas 10, the Eagles nothing. So on the right side of the screen are the halftime stats. 10 first downs for Dallas to Philly's 8. They've run the ball a bunch. Good game. This has actually been a very good game. Very close. But 3rd down to conversions, 1 for 5 is Philly, 1 for 4 is Dallas. Only the 1 turnover, which is a big change from what we saw on Thursday's Washington-Philly game. Dallas has held Wilbert Montgomery to 22 yards on 7 carries. Tony Dorsett, 9 for 46. Dupree and Payne are your leading receivers. Krepley was the leading receiver for the Eagles. He went 4 for 100. Do they switch sides? No, they don't. No, they don't. Sadly, they don't. It's all the same. The wind will change. So Dallas will, so Philadelphia will have the wind. So one real drawback, I think, of this game is that the animation doesn't change at the end of the quarter. But so those are the stats. Both teams have played well. This has been a good one. Only the one turnover. Steve Meckmeyer kicks it away. Dallas will start the second half from their own 9, 15-20, 25 good return, 30-yard line. Butch Johnson with a good solid return to the 30, and they'll start from the 21. And Dallas moving right to left will have the win now in this third quarter, just like they did in the second. So the Eagles will have it in the fourth. That doesn't make any sense. Oh well. Dorsett and Newhouse, the setbacks. Hill and Pearson, the wide receivers. Billy Joe Dupree, the tight end. Dorsett on a trap to the right. Gets across the 30 to the 35-yard line. Reggie Wilkes makes the tackle. That's his fifth. Tony, 10 carries for 51 yards. And this is a good type of defensive slob knocker, as my good buddy Al, Red Sox fan, would say. There is some offense. You can move the football, but the defenses are prevalent for sure. Short slant to Dupree. Staubach is in trouble, and it is dumped to Newhouse, incomplete. So the Eagles, just as I said that, the Eagles defense does their job. Harrison gets credit for the hurry, and on 3rd and 5, the Cowboys are 1 for 4 on 3rd down. Well, he got the right play called the last time. Sweep to the right for Dorsett. He's averaging 5 yards a carry. It's 3rd and 5. And nope, he's going to be short. Wilkes makes a tackle after a gain of 3. And the Cowboys will punt from their own 38-yard line. So again, White has the win. He stands at his own 23-yard line. Shara and is back there. This might get returned. And no, it's a fair catch at the 16. So a 46-yard punt, and the Eagles get it for their first possession of the second half. Glad you're with me in ID today on this Tuesday afternoon. Our next football game is Thursday at noontime. Would you believe that the two best records in the AFC are the Cleveland Browns and Kansas City Chiefs? Well, they'll meet from Arrowhead Thursday at noon on Retro Sports Network. So it'll be, of course, it's Jaworski back there with Montgomery and Hogan, Carmichael and Payne the wideouts, and Krepfle the tight end. Sweep left for Montgomery. He struggled in the first half. He goes out wide, gets across the 20-yard line. That's a good return. Yeah, a gain of 6. Cleveland in real life was 8-8, so the fact that they're okay is not that much of a surprise, although I think Pittsburgh will catch them in time. But Kansas City was a 4 or 5 win team in 78. I saw the real life box score. I didn't write it down yet because I do that before I start here, and that game was seriously ugly. But that's what we have, and then I already know that in week 9, Kansas City goes to Pittsburgh, and we'll have that one for you. So 2nd down and 4 for the Eagles from their own 22-yard line. Mike Hogan goes off tackle to the right, and he gets a block, but he won't get the first down. Jethro Pugh makes a tackle after a gain of 2, and Hogan is held short. So 3rd and short for the Eagles. 2 tight end set. Osborne joins Krepfle. And Montgomery will go off tackle right from the 24, and he gets the first down. Harvey Martin with a tackle after a gain of 3. And it'll be a fresh set of downs for the Eagles from their own 27. So let's see, what do we want to do here? Hogan on a sweep to the left. Dallas in the backfield in a hurry. Hogan sidesteps 1. He gets it to the 29 before Too Tall Jones makes the tackle after a gain of 2. 11 and a half, clock running. Third quarter, Dallas 10, Philadelphia nothing. Eagles have the football. Medium slant to Carmichael. Dallas blitzes. Jaworski looks. He's deflected by Kyle. Kyle was beaten on the play by Carmichael, but Kyle got a hand in there and knocked it away. So 3rd and 8. Screen to Hogan. Jaworski has to run, and no, he's sacked. He couldn't even get down across the line of scrimmage. Guy Brown with the tackle, and it'll be 4th and 10 for the Eagles. They'll have to punt into this wind. The Doomsday defense is doing its job. So Michael stands on his own 12. And the punt is going to be, that's off the side of his foot. Yeah, this is good. Both teams are good defense. Taken at the 45 across midfield, no flag on the play. Sistrunk with a tackle and Tony Hill with the return. So Dallas starts this drive from the Philadelphia 49. We haven't even had to use any of the extra players yet. Dorsett off tackle. And he's got some room behind the tight end. He gets 5. Berge makes the stop after a gain of 3. This is the most recent version of Action PC football, so it's 18. The 78 season with 18. I play enough of the Action PC sports that I usually just buy the most modern. He does enough each year to do it. Yeah, 2018. I didn't realize I bought it. I go to patch it for a video and I realized, oh yeah, you do the most recent one. I thought it was 17. Anywho, gain of 5 on the play, 2nd and 5. Newhouse on a sweep to the near side on 2nd down, and it gets a block, but not much. Berge, after the initial tackle hit by Edwards, Berge gets a secondary hit, and they'll mark it short, 3rd and 2 from the 41 of Philadelphia. Short slant to Drew Pearson. Philadelphia's playing run, and Phillips got a hand on it. They work hand Dorsett, and Howard and Phillips make the good defensive play. So Dallas has a decision to make here. They're up 10, and the Eagles can't move the football. I think I'm going for it. They ask Dorsett what he wants to do. He says, I want to sweep to the right. And so Rodgers says, well, do your thing. Dorsett does. He gets it across to the 34-yard line. It's a gain of 7. So as Mr. Jester said, just keep pounding it with Dorsett. Good things will happen. And that's exactly what did. So the Cowboys have run it 20 times for 92 yards. We're going to go under 8 minutes here in the 3rd quarter. Draw play to Newhouse. And Newhouse gets a couple. Berge with a stop. 7 carries for Newhouse for 27 yards. Berge with his 5th tackle. All right. So I get the call from Tom Landry from the Beyond. And I see it says screen Newhouse. They will key on Dorsett. So I call it screen Newhouse. Am I right? Staubach waits, and no, that was a bad throw. He scrambled. He just couldn't get around it. And they did key on Dorsett. Mr. Landry is wise. 3rd and 8. Short hitch to Tony Hill. And off the back foot, it's complete. But isn't it 1st down? Yes, it is. Edwards made the tackle right away on the quick drop, but he was across the chains, and so it'll be 1st and 10 from the Philadelphia 23. Clock running, under 6.5 to go, 3rd quarter. Newhouse on a sweep to the right. He gets to the line. He gets to the 20-yard line inside the red zone. It's a gain of 6 before Reggie Wilkes knocks him out of bounds. And so 2nd and 4 with 6:04 to go here in the 3rd. A touchdown here probably ends the game. Dorsett on a trap right, but there's a flag down.
Encroachment defense. Number 78,
Well, it's
5-yard
Harrison,
penalty.
the lineman. And that will give the Cowboys a fresh set from the Philly 12. Dorsett on a pitch to the far side. Will he get any room? Yeah, he gets across the 10. Denny Harrison makes the tackle at the 7-yard line, a gain of 5. So 2nd down and 5. Scott Laidlaw comes in for Robert Newhouse. 9 plays, 42 yards for Dallas, and they've taken 4:04 off the clock. 2nd and 5 from the 7, and the Eagles call timeout. So with 5:26 to go, sweep to the right for Laidlaw. And he gets a block, and he's going to get a touchdown. He got the big block, and he followed it right in for 6. So with 5:14 to go, Raphael Septien will try the extra point, and he makes it. With, as I said, 5.
Twisting the face mask.
Again?
Defense. 15-yard penalty.
So another dumb penalty on the Eagles. And Dallas, with this win, will kick it from the 50. And so after the touchback, because that's pretty obvious, Jaworski needs to get something going. They've done okay. The one drive they had inside Dallas territory was the lone turnover, was intercepted. Roughly on a short cross. Jaworski has time. Charlie Waters intercepts it, but there's a flag down immediately.
Defense. Number 25, 15
And now Aaron Kyle got in there and smashed Jaworski to the turf. So the question is, does that before the interception or after the interception? It is before the interception, and so the interception from Waters comes off the board. The Eagles catch a huge break with 5:06 to go on the 3rd. Montgomery off tackle right on 1st and 10 from the 35, but Jethro Pugh read that all the way. They had him keyed, and it'll be 2nd down and 10 in under 5 minutes to go. Payne on a short slant. Jaworski's going to have to scramble, and he won't get it. Randy White knocks him down for a loss of 5. So that's Randy's 2nd sack of the afternoon, and the 4th time that Jaworski has met the turf of Texas Stadium. 3 wide. Carmichael on a medium slant. Flag down. Jaworski has time. He flips it over to Carmichael, who will not get the 1st down.
Encroachment. Defense. Number 72, 5-yard penalty.
But Ed Jones got a little antsy and gets called for the encroachment. So it's only 3rd and 10. Medium fly to Payne. Jaworski has time, has Payne for a 1st down. Hughes with an immediate tackle after a gain of 12. And it'll be 1st and 10 for the Eagles from their own 47. Hey, thanks for joining me, ID. Remember, go like and subscribe to his channel. And he's hosting our Dungeons and Dragons Dungeon Master Thursday night at 8 on YouTube. So Hogan back in. Montgomery off tackle left from the Eagles 47. And he gets nowhere. Bruning makes the stop at for no gain. That's Bob's 3rd tackle. Montgomery, 11 carries for 31 yards. He had 57 yards and 18 carries in the real game. 2nd and 10. Eagles have got to do something. Hogan on a pitch to the left. And he gets a block. He gets it across midfield. Bruning with a tackle after a gain of 5. So 3rd and 5 for the Eagles. from the Dallas 48. They trail 17-0. 2 minutes to go here in the third quarter. Well, 2:03 because he was knocked out. Hey, Grognard, how are you doing, OG? So the Eagles need to find a way to get a first down. Carmichael on a medium slant. Jaworski moves around. He checks it down to Krepfle, who was nailed by Charlie Harris, and there is no catch. So Krepfle with a drop. Krepfle hasn't done too much in this game. I don't think he's got a catch. So the Eagles will punt on 4th and 5. They're into the wind. Dallas won't get great field position, but you can punt it deep. And this will be returned from inside the 20. Rainmaker punt taken at the 19 to the 25. And Burnham will make the tackle. It was Butch Johnson on the return for a gain of 8. Spotted at the Dallas 25. 1:53 to go. I'm going to take a quick drink. This Cowboy defense is incredible. The Eagles have not played a bad game, but they just can't get anything going. They will have the wind in the fourth quarter, which will be in about 1:53. So Dorsett and Laidlaw with Hill, Pearson, and Dupree for Dallas. Sweep to the right for Tony is the call. And to the 25, he gets some help, but not a lot. Charlie Johnson makes his first tackle of the game after a gain of 4. So 15 carries for 75 yards for Dorsett. It'll be 2nd and 6 for Dallas from their own 29. Dupree on a medium hitch. Eagles blitz. Staubach looks. He throws. He tries for Dorsett. Incomplete. So 3rd and 6. Dorsett in the short flat. And he's got it at the 25. Now, does he have any room? 30. First down and more. 40. Phillips makes the tackle after a gain of 13. So the last minute of the third quarter. Cowboy ball, 1st and 10, their own 42. Laidlaw off tackle left. And he just kind of keeps his legs moving to the 45-yard line. And that'll do it. After 3, it's Dallas 17, Philadelphia nothing. And so those are the team stats. As I said, Philadelphia is not playing bad. Only the 1 turnover. I mean, Dallas has a 100-yard advantage, but they've been able to do more of what they want. Both teams have gone for it once on 4th down and made it. I'm surprised it's actually a 100-yard difference. And there's the position players on the field. Dorsett having a good game, and that's part of the reason why only Carmichael's only had 1 catch for 25. I thought I had gone to him more. Anywho, so we'll start 2nd and 7 from the Dallas 45. Laidlaw on a trap to the left. And he gets nothing. And we'll like it. Oh, gain of 1, technically. LeMaster with the tackle, his 6th. So 3rd and long from the Dallas 46. Hill on a medium slant. Staubach back to throw it. He waits. He throws over the middle. Herm Edwards deflects it, incomplete. So Herm Edwards with the deflection. There's always going to be one part of the game where Herm Edwards makes a key play, and that might have been it for the Eagles. So the Cowboys are now into this win in the fourth quarter, between 20 and 30, and so White will punt this deep. But the Eagles should get halfway decent field position here. Skara, one of the deep men, comes up, crosses the 20-yard line, fair caught at the 21, and they'll pick up that flag. You didn't see the flag. So 1st and 10 for the Eagles from their own 21, 14-12 to go in regulation. and they need something short of a miracle here to stop Dallas. Carmichael on a medium slant on 1st and 10. Jaworski, he looks, he throws it to Carmichael, first down, but that's going to be about it. Aaron Kyle makes the tackle at the 34. It's a gain of 13. And so a fresh set of downs for Philadelphia. Montgomery on a sweep to the right, and he gets across to the 40-yard line. Bruning with the stop, a gain of 6. They can't get too cute with it time-wise, but they need to move it. They have the wind, but their kicker, Steve Mike-Mayer, is not very good. That's why they would draft the barefoot one, Tony Franklin, I believe, after this year. 2nd and 4. Hogan on a fullback dive. You can still pretty much do what you want, but you got to get first downs, and he does. Spot it at the 45 of Philadelphia. Jerry Sizemore makes the big block, and Ed Jones makes the stop. 1st and 10, 45-yard line. Screen to Hogan. Jaworski finds him. Now, can he get back to the line? He does. He gets across midfield, and D.D. Lewis makes a tackle after a gain of 9. So the right call, 2nd down and 1 from the Dallas 46. Montgomery, pitch to the near side from Jaworski, and Dallas read that one all the way. D.D. Lewis knocks him down after a gain of a loss of 4. They were playing for Krepfle to get a pass, and instead of it being 1st and 10, it's 3rd and 5 for midfield. Krepfle on a short hitch. Dallas blitzes. Jaworski tries to buy some time. He dumps it to Montgomery, who is going to reach for the sticks and gets no. He's a yard short, and they kind of have to go. So a gain of 4, and they've got to go. 2 tight end set. 2 running backs. Montgomery will plow it up the middle. 4th and 1. Jaworski gives it to Montgomery. He gets the first down and more. He breaks across to the 36-yard line of Dallas. A gain of 10 on 4th and short, and that's big. D.D. Lewis' 7th tackle. And so Philadelphia gets a fresh set from the Dallas 36. Krepfle on a short cross. Jaworski waits. Krepfle catches it in traffic at the 30. He gets the first down and more. Harris makes the tackle at the 22. So the Eagles, with their best drive of the game, they need something. They don't necessarily. They need 3 scores. I mean, a touchdown is preferred, but they don't necessarily need it. But the defense cannot allow Dallas any more points. Carmichael. Medium cross on 1st and 10. Dallas blitzes. Jaworski picks it up. Dumps it to Hogan inside the 20. 15, first down to the 10. And they'll knock him down at the 8-yard line. A gain of 14. So good improv here by Jaws. He is now 14 for 21 for a $1.65. 1st and goal for Philadelphia from the Dallas 8. Krepfle on a short cross. They hope to score here. Patient to Hogan, who runs it to the 5. He finds a seam and scores. So Mike Hogan makes his 4th catch, gets the touchdown, and the Eagles get on the board. It took 6:12 to do it. Mike Mayer's extra point is up, and it's good. And so with 8 minutes to go in the football game, it's Dallas 17, Philadelphia 7. And it's way too early for onside kicks. But the Eagles only have 2 timeouts. They took one early in the 3rd quarter. Kick is taken in the end zone, and that is not, well, you didn't see it. It was taken by Johnson from the 4, and he returns it to the 22. Phillips with a tackle will start this drive from Dallas at the 18, or the 22. 18-yard return. 1st and 10 from the 22. 7:54. What? Oh, I clicked the replay thing. Maybe you'll actually see it. I don't know why. So Newhouse and Dorsett are back in the game. Hill, Pearson, and Dupree. Dorsett off tackle to the right. And he doesn't get much of anything. Wilkes with a stop after a gain of 2. So what the Eagles should be doing right now is forcing a throw. Newhouse on a pitch to the left, onto the near side. 25-30, 1st down and more to the 40, 45-yard line. LeMaster makes the tackle there. He had Pat Donovan running traffic with him, and that block sprung him for a 22-yard gain. And so the Cowboys have it 1st and 10 from their own 46. Dorsett trap left. And Johnson makes the tackle. My friend Tony Whitehill says, I always seem to show up for your Tuesday football in the 4th quarter. That's right. I forgot you're doing the noon news. When Tony and I have a conversation in a couple of weeks on the Ron Chuckett Show, you're going to be a wonderful guy. An absolutely wonderful guy. So, I know. Do you still do the traffic reports in St. Johnsbury? St. Johnsbury is a population of about 6,000. So what's the delay at the border today, Tony? Cowboys 17, Eagles 7, under 6 to go. It'll be, let's see, 2nd and 10. And we'll go Dorsett on a trap to the right. And he doesn't get much more than the line of scrimmage. It's a gain of 2. Yes, I do. No wait times. Okay, so if you're looking across the border from Vermont into Quebec, you have no wait today, going up 91. So 5.5 to go. Eagles desperately need to stop now. Drew Pearson on a medium slant. Staubach has time. Now he's flushed. He throws to Pearson for a 1st down and more. He gets to the 30 before Howard makes a tackle at the 25-yard line. Or 27-yard line. So Roger Staubach, in the real game, he went 10 for 22 for 108 yards and a touchdown. Today, 10 for 17 for 164 and a touchdown. They're just eating up the clock. And now the Eagles are in trouble. Dorsett trap left. And he gets it to the 25. It's a 24. Gain of 3. LeMaster with the tackle. And Don Meredith, who is sitting in one of the boxes, tuning up his voice. So it'll be under 4 minutes after this snap. Dorsett will come out for Laidlaw. 19 carries for Dorsett for 82 yards. Newhouse off tackle. Across the 25. Not much there. Wilkes stops him after a gain of 2. 61% chance for a field goal here by Septien into the wind from this distance. So it might have been a bridge too far. It is 3rd and 5. Clock running, under 3 minutes to go. Let's see. Tony Hill on a medium slant. Eagles blitz. Staubach sees it. He waits. He throws it down to Newhouse, who gets a 1st down and more. They stop him at the 12, and the Cowboys, unless something absolutely crazy happens, are about to finish the first half of the 1978 season 8-0. And so Mercury Morris and Don Shula and all those 72 Dolphins, no champagne for you yet. 1st and 10 from the Eagle 12. Newhouse on the pitch to the right. And he just kind of runs for daylight and gets 3. So Reggie Wilkes makes his 10th tackle of the game. And the Cowboys will let this run to the 2-minute warning. So with 2 minutes to go in the football game, Dallas is looking good. 17-7. What notes did I put in this one? They were 8-point favorites in the real game. The computer had them as an 11-point favorite. And they were, this was a 2 o'clock start. A rare time when Dallas was either in a 1 o'clock or a 4 o'clock window. Dorsett comes back in. Second and 7 from the 9. Dorsett on a sweep to the near side. He gets a block, and he's going to lose a yard or two. No gain. And the Eagles do stop the clock. They have one timeout remaining as I see my viewers disappear. 1:53 to go. Let's see. 3rd and 7. Drew Pearson on a short cross. Staubach will throw. Pearson has it, and he scores the touchdown. There is the dagger. There's the dagger. 1:45 left. The Cowboys clear winners and now have a 4-game lead in the NFC East. Septien's extra point is up, and it's good. And so as the fans file out of my stream and out of Texas Stadium, Dallas will kick this one away. And one of the upmen will take it and lose it. It's a fumble. It's a fumble, and D.D. Lewis will recover. So the squib was taken at the 25 and then fumbled. What a time for a turnover. And so that'll do it. That is it for Staubach. They're not going to risk him. So it's a blowout offense, but Carano is now the cornerback. We aren't risking Dorsett or Newhouse. Laidlaw and Brinson. Eagles can only stop it once. Brinson off tackle to the right. And he gets it to the 30 before Wilkes makes the tackle. A gain of 3. The Eagles do not stop it. And so what do we got going on? As I said, Thursday's live game at noontime. You'll catch the fourth quarter, Tony, if you're still with us, of Cleveland and Kansas City. Strange game for 1978 to be the best two teams in the AFC. And then next Tuesday's game, if you want to know that, will be Kansas City and Pittsburgh. Pittsburgh has won their Week 8 game. They are 6-2, halfway home. They beat the Oilers 21-20. Laidlaw on the dive with the clock running. And Harrison makes the tackle after a gain of 2. So one more play from scrimmage. World Series pre-play continues Friday afternoon at noon. Games 3 and 4 from Los Angeles. And I know because that bye series is tied at 1, that we'll at least have a game 5 on Saturday. Brinson on the last play of the game. Dallas with an easy win, 24-7. And that'll do it. The Cowboys are undefeated halfway home, and they have 5 games left in Texas this year. They only played 3 in the first half, according to the computer. So lots of good options for the Dallas. They might actually run the table. So the box score real quick. The score, it was one-sided. All Dallas all day. And on the stat sheet, Jaworski 15 for 22 for 173. Staubach 12 for 19 for 183. And Philadelphia just couldn't get anything going. You can see that, okay? We'll leave it up there for a second. In the end, it was comfortable from Dallas. Man, this is a good team. Not a huge Cowboy fan, but this team is fun to play. All right, you can see this. Everything you can need to know in the standings is right there. No, Washington's 5-3. So Dallas has a 3-game lead over Washington. Washington and Chicago are your NFC wildcards at the moment. St. Louis and Philly are a game back. In the AFC, before we play Cleveland and Pittsburgh, I believe San Diego is one wild card, and I think not sure what will happen for if a Cleveland loss. What will happen? So those are the standings, and I believe the other game I'm going to do next Thursday's game, will be Atlanta and the Rams. That Western Division is pretty bad. So there you go, folks. Hit that like button and subscribe. So we got plenty for you this week. We got football for you on Thursday, baseball for you on Friday and Saturday. And I'm Ron Juckett for Retro Sports Network. I'll talk to you the next time.